February 7th, Night 8, Interval Level 1. I see a dream. I see a memory that I cannot reach through a small connected circuit. For what did he fight? And for what did he keep running? Never told anyone about his motives. Everyone around him saw him as either obstinate or a weird person. And on top of it all, he didn't talk much, so I bet he was thought to be ruthless. His intentions were not unknown. At the very least, nobody knew about them. No. His intentions were not known. At the very least, nobody knew about them. He never talked about his intentions, even after he became a hero and was burdened with many things. That's why he appeared suspicious to the people around him. Because nobody knows his intentions. He conveniently saves people in danger, and nobody knows why. He's doing what he does. See, it's inevitable that people would feel uneasy about him. He should have had a reason. Greed, pride, selfishness, lust, vengeance, or devotion. Simple reasons like those which are easy to understand. If he'd had any one of them, such an end should not have awaited him. His reward for success was always betrayal. The things he picked up sifted through his fingers like grains of sand. He got used to it. He got used to it like an idiot. From the very beginning, his reward was not what he received from the people he saved, but the pure action of saving someone. The repetition of it makes me mad that I want to punch him. And it also makes me want to cry. The reason he was called a hero. His intention was never revealed to anyone. Nobody around him knew, and he, the only one who had to know, eventually forgot about it himself. That is why I shed tears in spite of myself. To the miracle that in the long, long path between the start and the goal, there were what is right and wrong is not definite. He never strayed from his original goal. And the end comes. An excellent savior is only trouble for everyone except the ones he saves. He knew his limit and the vastness of the world. He accepts what can be saved and what cannot be saved. That is why he's at least wanted people. That is why he's at least wanted people within his sight to be happy. And he scorned it as hypocrisy and as blind idealism. There were more enemies than allies, and he died at their hands. So this is not a place in this world. This place is the end of him. The illusion that he saw on the verge of his death. The only pride he had within himself. The hero that used this scenery as his weapon falls into his own darkness in the end. The hill of swords that he reached. His battle ends atop this hill, surrounded by rusted steel without a wielder. He is still alone. But he thinks there is nothing to regret if he was able to save everyone that appeared within his sight. And he smiles in satisfaction, lets go of the sword, and crumbles down. That's why he never had any regrets. His objective was already accomplished long ago. From the start, he ran with his utmost effort, not for himself, but for strangers who wouldn't have meant anything to him. I rub my drowsy eyes and get up. It's 5:30, the same time as always. I don't feel sleepy, so I guess I was able to sleep well last night in spite of everything. I grumble while getting out of the futon and change into my uniform. I can hear faint breathing if I strain my ears. I feel Saber's presence on the other side of the sliding door. The instant I wonder what she looks like when she's sleeping, my head blows up. That's good, that's good. I shake the indecent thought out of my head and go out of my room quietly. The breakfast table. My expectation that it would be quiet at breakfast, considering what happened yesterday.
そこでそのお医者さん、なんて言ったと思う？藤村さんは稀に見る健康体ですから、献血でもしていったらどうですか？
What an asshole! What the hell? You go through a traumatic experience and they try to steal some of your blood? That's bullshit.
私だって病人だって言うの。ああ、もう次からあんなところ行かないんだから。
He's totally destroyed by Fujini, who is more energetic than usual. In terms of horse racing, this development is the dark horse, but something tells me this might have been the likely outcome.
あ、お味噌汁おかわり。玉ねぎ抜いてね。
はいよ。で、それから？
はいよ。
倒れた生徒はいろんな病院に運ばれたって言うけど、みんなすぐに気がついたのか？
そうね。個人差はあるけど、昨日中には回復したはずよ。4回。1年生の子たちはただ眠ってたのと大差なくて、2年生の子たちは記憶が飛んでる子もいたみたい。3年生の子は、2階の教室にいた子より大事はなかったけど、1階の教室はちょっとね。
Fujini looks down as though it's difficult for her to talk about it. Feel bad. Fujini has gone to all the hospitals in this town. She's just seen what kind of condition the students on the first floor classroom were in.
ごめん、この話はもうやめる。ともかく、学校はい
This
つ
is
も通り
such
の。
nonsense. There's how in God's name could they possibly be starting school up again?
うん。けど3年生はもうじき自主登校だし、体調が悪い子は休んでいいことになってる。3年の子たち、ほとんどが休むんじゃないかな。
I see. Then it'll be mostly first and second years coming to school
なあ、
today.
うちね、うちの学校でさ、竜道寺の関係者って誰かな？
What?
一
That's
星
an
君じゃない
specific
の？
question.
彼、お寺の跡取りでしょ？
He's a red herring.
だよな。はい、なんでもないから忘れてくれ。
Not even a particularly good one. I put my bowl down while I look up at the ceiling. The only one connected to the Ryoto temple at the school is Issei. But it's too soon to decide whether he's a master, and most of all, I don't think he is a master.
じゃあ行ってくる。留守番よろしくな、セイバー。
シローも気をつけて。あの校舎から結界がなくなったとしても、キャスターのマスターがいる以上は油断できません。0時はあと一つだけなのですから、行動には細心の注意を。
分かってる。キャスターのマスターを見つけたら、まずここに帰ってきてセイバーに報告するよ。
はい。期待に添えるよう 私も魔力を回復させておきましょう。
Saber sees me off. Seems Fujini has more things to take care of regarding the incident yesterday, as she went to the hospital right after breakfast. School doesn't look any different even after such an incident. It's 7:30 in the morning and the school gate is filled with students. Students are talking about what happened yesterday, creating a rather noisy scene. So, in the middle of it all, in front of the school gate is... Okay, that's from Tosaka standing there like an angry devil. What's she mad about? I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling, but I can't sneak past her since she's in the middle of the road.
Yo, ohayo, Tosaka. 今日は遅いんだな。
I stop and greet her.
つまり一星が怪しいと思うのよ。
Nah. Whoa. First thing she says is straight to the point.
怪しいって何がさ。
I mean, to be fair, I'm only not picking Issei for meta reasons exclusively.
キャスターのマスター、竜道寺に巣を張ってるキャスターと竜道寺から学校に通ってる一星、これで因果関係がないはずないでしょう。
ないって、そんなの偶然の一致かもしんないだろ。
I try to defend Issei.
そんなわけないじゃない。いい？ここ数週間、竜道寺の山門はずっと閉じられているのよ。部外者は入れないし、寺から外に出てきたのは一星ぐらいのもんなんだから。これで怪しくなかったら真犯人は誰でもいいってレベルでしょ。
あのさ、外に出ないって言うけど、普通お坊さんは頻繁に寺から出てこないもんじゃないのか。
バカ、あんたいつの時代の人間よ。檀家周りあっての総門でしょ。山寺に引きこもってお賽銭だけで食っていけるんだったら明日にでも出家するわよ。
Wow, that's a big prejudice. If Issei was here, I'm sure the secret feud that lasted for 2 years between them would have been settled right here. That's not the problem. It's important to protect Issei, but I should worry more about our surroundings. We're at the school gates. Students coming to school are all around us, and they are all paralyzed by the disgraceful behavior of the school idol Tosaka Rin.
何よその目。何？エミヤ君は一星をかばうってわけ？いいわよ私は。あなたが現実的な推測を無視するって言うんなら、こっちだって勝手にやるんだから。
But our school idol is the only one who does not realize the situation.
父さん、ちょっとこっち来い。
何よ、逃げる気？
逃げない。いいからこっち。
Drag Tosaka by her hand.
ちょっとエミヤ君。
She can complain later. Just let me get away from here as fast as I can. Morning practice must be canceled because of yesterday's incident at the archery, as the archery range is quiet. Good. We won't attract attention here. So the remaining problem is Saka, who's glaring at me
分
silently.
かってる。父さんの言いたいことぐらい俺だって分かってる。分かってるからそんな顔するな。父さんにすねられるとどうしていいか分からない。
すねてなんかない。
My mind is stunned at the lightning comeback, but I have to deal with her calmly. Issei's life is on the line. Knowing Tosaka, I bet she would do something reckless to test Issei.
あなたこそごまかさないで。キャスターの本拠地は竜道寺で、一星は竜道寺から学校に来ているのよ。だっていうのに、どうしてそれを無視するのよ、あなたは。
Sasaka yells at me. She's right, but I just don't think it's Issei.
何よ、反論があるっていうの？
But I'll die before Issei if I give her such an ambiguous answer. But I can't leave Tosaka like this, so I'll have to try to convince her
よ
son.
し。どうしても一星が怪しいって言うんだな、遠坂は。
そうよ。エミヤ君にはわからないかもしれないけど、今の竜道寺はとにかく変なの。キャスターが根城にしているってこともあるんだけど、それにしたって揺らぎが大きすぎるっていうか、集まりやすすぎるっていうか。
集まりやすすぎる？それって街から吸い上げてるっていう魔力のこと？
それは関係ないことだから気にしないで。
You're more suspicious than Issei right now, Tosaka.
ともかく、そんなところから涼しい顔でやってきてる時点であいつは怪しいの。ええ、前からあいつには一発蹴り入れてやんなきゃなんないって思ってたし、今回の件はちょうどいいわ。
Tosaka's serious. I heard that they weren't on friendly terms, but I didn't know it was this bad. Actually, what the hell did Issei do to Tosaka? I'm a bit curious as to what could cause Tosaka to be so drastic. No, now's not the
そうだ
time.
な。一星の立場が疑わしいってのには俺も同感だ。
当然よ。これ以上かばったりしたらそれこそ同罪なんだから。
なあ、だから一星のことは俺に任せてくれ。あいつがマスターかどうかは俺がはっきりさせる。
Whoa. Looks like she doesn't believe me at all.
信じろ。一星が友人だからって手加減はしないし、遠坂にも嘘はつかない。だいたいそんな心配はいらないんだ。一星があんな非道をするわけないんだから。
That's not a good answer. The silent pressure continues, but Tosaka's worried that I might go easy because Issei is my friend. Her doubt is only natural, so I just have to endure it. I have to get her to believe in me.
わかったわよ。一星のことはあなたに任せる。
遠坂。
I sigh with relief.
けど、どうやって見極めるのよ。エミヤ君、マスターの見分け方覚えたの？
Tosaka asks about the fundamental deficiency in this proposal.
まさかいつもの調子で、おい一星、お前マスターかなんて問いただすわけじゃないでしょうね。
I mean, that's always how Shinji's kind of operated.
いくら協力関係でもね、そんなたわけたことをやろうって言うんなら、ここであなたとの決着をつけてやるわよ。
She's mad. She's really mad.
また、大丈夫。聞かなくてもマスターかどうか分かる手段はある。一星の件は今日中に白黒つけるから、遠坂はおとなしくしていてくれ。結果が分かったら連絡を入れるから。
そうね。協力関係ってこういうことだし。
She starts walking away with a gesture that obviously tells me she's not content.
信頼してるわ。けど、あんまりバカなことはしないでよ。もし一星がそうだった場合、下手な行動は命取りになるんだから。
Saying so, Tosaka goes back to the school building. See her off.
今の、もしかして。
I realized that she might have been worried about me. It's lunchtime, so I go to the student council
邪魔
room.
するぞ。
I call out and open the door.
おう、今日はここで昼食か、エミヤ。
Issei is eating lunch by himself inside. Good, this is
どうだ、
convenient.
調子は。昨日の事件、どんな塩梅になったんだよ。
Sit down at the table and start talking casually.
それが説明されずじまいだ。1階の空き教室に置かれていた薬品がどうしたとか、そんな当たり障りのない話だよ。昨日の午後から朝まで散々校舎を調べ回って、出た結論がそれだとさ。
Must be unhappy. He starts biting on a tough-looking carrot.
しかしお前も運がいいな。昼休みから珍しくサブリかと思えばなおを逃れたという。うん。普段の行いがようやく報われたということか。
He now sips on his tea happily. Man, this isn't the right atmosphere to interrogate him, so I'll wait to see for a while. Suddenly, I notice lunch break will be over in 5 minutes.
どうしたエミヤ？何かひらめいたか？
ひらめきはしないが思い出した。のんきに弁当食ってる場合じゃなかった。
I have to figure out whether or not you're a master. I quickly wrap up my lunchbox and turn to Issei.
不穏な空気。言っておくが金の無心はするな。ねだられてもないものはない。
I get up from my chair. I don't have time. Take a deep
一
breath.
世、何も聞かずに上着を脱げ。
How was that what you came up with? I don't... Okay. I clearly state what needs to be done.
なんでそう
だから制服を脱げ。上着だけじゃなくてシャツもだ。裸じゃないと意味がない。
何を言い出すかと思えば正気か貴様。あれか、新手の押し問答か、そもさんなのか。
そう、せっぱせっぱ。いいから脱げ。放課後になったら手遅れなんだから。
I attack Issei.
ああ、やめるかたわけ。貴様それでも武家の息子か。
Yes.
よし。
Summarize. I didn't find a command spell on Issei's body. I checked thoroughly, but I didn't find anything like a command spell.
いや、ほんとよかった。
What the fuck? I nod to myself.
何が良いものか。貴様、ここまでやっておきながら何もないとはどういうことだ。
ああ、そうか。悪かった一世。事情は話せないんだが、どうしても調べたいことがあったんだ。それも済んだからもう何も問題ない。
I bow and apologize.
悪いことをしたと思うのなら謝罪の一つもするというもの。
Issei goes silent with a serious face. But now the search has gone back to square one. If Issei, the one at the Ryota Temple, is innocent, there's nobody here that might be Caster's
なあ一
master.
世、最近寺の方で変わったことはないか。
See, this has probably been a more natural question to us, just start from this point.
ん？変わったことというと？
わからない。ただ、今までとは違うこととかないかな。
そうだな。最近の話なら見慣れない女が一人いるぐらいか。だがそれだけだ。親父も兄貴たちも静かなもんだぞ。
That's not suspicious at all. Issei says so naturally. She's an unfamiliar woman. Could that be Caster? Well, I'm sure she could pretend to be human without a problem. Or would that be Caster's master? Maybe we should ask Issei about it. So I guess I'll ask him, or it'll be pointless, so I guess I won't ask. The only reason I would think to not ask is that might be like a suspicious action or whatever, blow our cover. But like they should already. We're not blowing anything. They already know me as a master. Yeah, the whole point is to fish information. Should get the information. I guess I'm asking him about it. She's not one to reveal herself to the ones living at the temple, but I might be able to get some
一
clues.
世、その見慣れない女ってどんなやつなんだ？外国から来たとか、いつもターバンみたいな布で顔を隠しているとか。
That's
なんだそれは。そのような怪しい女ならば、すぐさま放り出している。どんな思惑で知りたがるのかは聞かないが、彼女は真っ当な客人だ。兄貴などは毒婦だなんだと喜んでおるが、俺は不思議と気に入っていてな。一度しか話したことはないのだが、悪ぶっているように見えるが根は善人だ。
ありゃ、聞いてみるもんだな。一世が女の人を褒めるなんて。なんだ、もしかして惚れたのか？
バカを言うなったわけ。俺が感心したのは、あの女が自分でも気づいていない部分の話だ。大体だな。兄と仰ぐ宗一郎の相手に化粧するなど。
Issei suddenly stops and lowers his head. I don't know if he felt dizzy or what, but Issei falls on the table and does not move.
どうした一世？貧血か？
いや、体の調子が悪いのではない。
I'm gonna die! He raises himself real fast. I laugh thinking that he's acting like a coiled doll. Oh shit.
一世。
I was right. Rip streak. I look at Issei without looking at my slashed stomach.
獲物がかかった。私を追求する者に遭遇した場合のみ、この人間に植え付けた命令が作動する。
Of all the characters to end the streak, it's fucking Issei! I hear someone else's voice from Issei's mouth. When I realize that voice is of the servant I met at the Ryoto
この
Temple,
人形も、もういらない。
the knife in Issei's hand is stabbed into Issei's neck. That's it. My mind fades from too much blood loss. The wound reached my organs is not causing my consciousness to fade. My brain, that wants to deny the scene in front of me, freezes my consciousness. Issei falls down before me, not knowing what went on. I collapse on the floor from my knees. I do not hold my wound. I blankly stare at my friend, who is now a corpse. Fuck. God damn it. After all that time, Tiger Dojo is a strange hint corner. If you would like to beat the game by yourself, or if you would like to keep characters' images, please be warned. What? Beat the game by yourself, or if you would like to keep the game. This is Tiger Dojo. Take the advice? Sure. Fuck it. We're in a different field now.
Saて、注意1秒怪我一生。誰彼構わずむやみに聞けばいいってものじゃないのよ。エンドどうだったかな。
あまりにも理不尽唐突なし、これぞフェイトって感じで最高であります師匠。
だが我々はこの犠牲を忘れてはならない。さあ、竜斗君に黙祷3秒。
3秒といういいスタート差がさらに最高であります、師匠。
でさ、イリアちゃん、実際竜道寺の人たちはどうなっちゃってるわけ？
キャスターが作った人工的な霊樹を組み込まれていて、キャスターの参加条を破ったり破るやつに出会ったら骨人形みたいに一つの命令を実行するだけの人間になるの。あいつ道具を作るのうまいから、シローだってあいつに捕まったら魔術補佐の限定霊装にされかねないわ。
悪！キャスターは悪人性！他人を己が意のままにしようなどと教育者として許しません。
別にそれだけで悪いっていうのはどうかと思うけど、キャスターは確かに小物で臆病で狡猾だけど、根はまだ悪人になりきれてないし。
なぜかような魔女をかばう弟子1号、何か思うところがあるの？
別にそういうわけじゃないよ。私はただ魔術で誰かを拘束してもそれ自体は悪いことじゃない。
Yeah, I guess that would be kind of close to home for you, huh?
あ、思い出した。イリアちゃんもっとひどいことシローにやってきたじゃない。
ちくしょう、バレたかこんちくしょうめ。なぜかその市内には勝てません。
当然よ。この道場では魔術は一切禁止なんだから。弟子1号が私に勝つには野生のライオンとか近代兵器を持ってくるしかないんだから。さあ、いい加減反省した？
はーい。もう悪いことはいたしません。
いい子だ。これで少年の願いも叶ったというもの。喜べ弟分。このルートではイリアちゃんはおとなしめだぞ。
Oh.
はいはい。今回はおとなしくしてればいいんでしょ？
No, I don't want to hear that.
ま、いつも暴れっぱなしっていうのも芸がないしね。リンルートではいっそシロを助けてあげて、
What?
他の
Oh, no,
作っちゃうのもいいかな。
な
あ、そこまで考えていたというの？反則コスだけでは飽き足らず、本編でそんな美味しいシチュエーションさえ演じるなんて。イリア、
What's happening?
怖い子。
Well, that was really weird, but can't say it wasn't entertaining. Feel like I learned some cool information and possibly some information I shouldn't have learned yet. I'm still kind of undecided if I should watch other Tiger Dojos if I come into them. It's definitely not canon, so it's not necessary. But I do want to see the rest of them at some point. Probably not for a while, and certainly not until I'm finished with all the routes, but I am curious now. Anyway. No, it'll be dangerous to talk about this. Issei's living at the Ryoto Temple. If he gets suspicious of the strange woman, Issei might get curious and do something. If that woman happens to be a master, Issei would be in danger. I fucking feel so stupid now. This is it for today. I'll call it good since I found out Issei is unrelated to the Holy Grail.
ああ、そういえばエミヤ、シンジの妹、今日はいなかったな。
さくら、今日学校休んでるのか？
シンジも休んでいただろう。二人とも無断欠席。うちで何かあったのではないかと職員室で問題になっている。
I'm at a loss for words being confronted with a problem I'd forgotten.
昼休みも終わりだな。教室に戻ろう。
Issei pushes me out of the student council room. All the while, both of Sakura's absence and what Shinji may have done after losing Ryder twirl around in my head. Whoa, whoa! Interlude. It is a sound like hitting steel. Oh. He arrives at the place, breathing heavily. His footsteps are loud and the rhythm is unsettled. He leaves the door open and staggers forward, as if pulled by his falling body. He looks around. The church is empty, with the morning service already over. The only light is the sunlight coming in from overhead. The silence creates a solemn atmosphere, and the stopped bass creates a clear silence. He is like a heresy in it all. No, that is not accurate. Say he arrived is not correct. His regular breath is unfocused. His unfocused eyes, his shaking limbs are like those of someone running away. He has come here to find shelter. Now everything makes sense. His desperation is like that of a prey being chased by a hound.
戦いが始まって6日。ここに足を運んだのは君が初めてだ。
He straightens his body that's about to fall onto the ground. When did he appear? He looks with bloodshot eyes at the priest before the altar, and he says something. The priest frowns. He did not completely understand the boy, but it seems he is asking for help. He wants protection. A master that has lost his servant may ask for protection under the condition that he withdraw from the war. The place to retreat, the last sanctuary, is this church. And the master of this place is the priest called Kodamine Kirei.
では戦いを放棄するのか、少年。
The boy reacts like fire to the quiet voice.
当たり前だ。僕に死ねって言うのか。いいか。サーバントがいないんじゃ殺しようがないし、マスターなんてやってられない。僕は普通の人間なんだ。いわば被害者側だろ。
Man.
そういうのを狙ってさ、一方的に殺すなんて不公平じゃないか。
It's just always pathetic. The priest does not answer and only looks at the intruder, as if to peer within his skin, bones, and meat.
なんだよ。なんか文句あるのかよ、お前。
意見などない。君は今回一人目の放棄者であり、我が教会始まって以来の使用者だ。管理者としてここに根付いた父に代わり丁重にもてなそう。
なんだよ。リタイアしたのは僕だけだっていうのか。くそ、みっともない。こんなことじいさんに知られたらなんて言われるか。ああ、それもこれもお前たちのせいだぞ。ライダーなんてカスをつかませやがって、あんまりにも不公平じゃないか。
He strikes the ground in rage. The sound of the punch echoes like a bell, and the priest smiles with great interest.
ではライダーは役に立たなかったと。
そうだよ。たく、大口叩きやがって。
Oh my god, he's so gross.
あいつ、この僕があんなに手を貸してやったのにあっけなく死にやがった。あれなら他のサーバントの方がよっぽど役に立ったんだ。
Yeah, you did a ton, I'm sure.
ああ、それでも僕はうまくやった。ちゃんとじいさんの言いつけ通りやって準備は万全だったんだ。だっていうのにあいつら揃って邪魔をしやがって。2対1だぞ。そんなの勝ち目なんてないじゃないか。
We aren't even the ones that took you out.
そうだ。負けたのは僕のせいじゃない。単にサーバントの質の差なんだ。それを
あいつら偉そうに勝ち誇った顔しやがって。
And he crawls on the ground. He hits the floor, grieves his misfortune, and reflects his obstacles. But his resentful voice disappears quickly. Hatred of his level cannot break the silence in this church.
くそー、くそくそくそくそー。
He repeats his agony. In the midst of it, the priest's footsteps echo through the room as if to break the frozen air. He slowly puts his hand on the boy's shoulder.
つまり君にはまだ戦う覚悟はあるということだな。
He looks down at the loser and says so with a kind voice. Cannot understand the priest's words. The priest in black has a friendly smile on his face.
君は運がいい。ちょうど一人手の空いているサーバントがいてね。
Oh my god. The priest offers a new salvation, as if suppressing his joy. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. School's over. It must be because of what happened yesterday. The students are not allowed to stay at the school for any reason. There's still time until the sun sets. Okay, so our options are, I'm worried about Sakura. I'll go to the Mato household. Oh yeah, I have to contact Osaka. Our meat's on sale. I'll make a huge meal to make Saber happy. So that's not happening. But the other two, I thought it was really weird that he never checked on Sakura at any point in the Fate route. And I'm not going to be a contributor to that. Even if this kills me and we run into Shinji again, I've already broken my precious streak, so I'm just going to do options that sound the most interesting now. Because why not? So interesting will be the tiebreaker. I'm going to see what's up with Sakura. I'm worried about the absent Sakura. There's that thing with Shinji, so I'll go check up on her. I went back home once to leave my bag before I came back into town. Sakura's house is on the other side of the intersection on the top of the side of the residential district. It's about as far as the distance between the intersection and my place. I go up the hill that's unlike the Japanese-styled residential district. Then... oh. In the distance, I see a familiar face in front of my destination. Sakura's house.
遠坂。
I confirm one more time. Flashy red clothes. That alone captivates my eyes, but her lower half is black as if to emphasize the red color. Oh, he's never seen her in this outfit. She must be matching her black hair. Clothes suit the lively Tosaka. Something thumps. Shut up. Something thumps twice this time. Damn, shut up. I'm busy right now, so be quiet. Thump, thump, thump. Damn, it's not like Taiko. It's not like Taiko at a fair. Who the hell is it?
俺だ。
I calmly answer. It's my heart making that noise. My calm heart suddenly starts thumping like it's about to explode. It could, for all I know. It does not need to be said what caused it. Basically, Miyashiro has never seen Tosaka Rin in plain clothes. I can't imagine what I look like right now. First of all, I can't explain why I'm like this. I just saw her in plain clothes. I just saw her in something other than a school uniform.
あ、切れた。
Man, what's up with me? I have to get my composure. I don't have any composure. First of all, Tosaka is my ally. She trusts me and is cooperating with me. so I have to answer her trust.
おい遠坂
I call out to her. Tosaka sees me, gets surprised, and starts looking around.
遠坂何してるんだよこんなところで
I go near her. Oh. I have no time to resist. Tosaka grabs my arm and pushes me into cover.
背中すりむいた何するんだよ遠坂
黙って。
She sounds tense. After that, I feel something outrageous on my chest. Whoa! No. It's really soft. Not again! My brain is blown away. My heart that I calmed down earlier starts beating like a drum. I bet it's in 16 beat, and I'm not sure it'll turn 360 at times. Okay.
遠坂ちょっと
もういいから黙ってて。騒ぐと見つかっちゃうじゃない。
見つかるって何が
だからあいつによ。ほら、もっと奥に行って。こんなんじゃ隠れきれない。
Tosaka pushes her body onto mine. Feels like a firm piece of meat is being pushed onto a cutting board to make it flat.
遠坂狭
I think I'm saying a very dangerous thing, but I can't comprehend myself. The sensation is so great that my brain is turned into a sponge.
だから静かにしてってば。ほら、見えるでしょ、エミヤくん。さくらの家の前。なんか変なやつが立ってない？
Is it casual Gilgamesh?
Eh.
My boiling brain stops instantly. Someone strange is standing in front of Sakura's house?
確かに誰かいるな金髪
It is!
外国人
そう。さっきからもう30分近くマトウの家を見てる。監視ってわけじゃなさそうだけど、なんか尺に触るのよね、あの目つき。
I can't see his eyes from where I am.
遠坂交代しよう俺も見たい
あ、バカダメだってば。今出たら見つかるでしょ。って、来た。あいつこっちに来る。
We try to hide ourselves in this confined place. Footsteps approach. He goes down the hill without stopping. It is. What was that? I think he's a normal human being. He feels real, and he's a legitimate human with form. But I still feel something weird. I don't know who he is, but our lives will come to an end if we follow him. He is so ominous that I can't and declare so.
あいつ、以前さくらと話してたやつかな。
He was. Tosaka murmurs.
さくらと
ええ。さくらは道を聞かれたらしいんだけど、何喋ってるかわからなかったとかなんとか。って、なんだってここにいんのよ、あんたは。
This music is back. Tosaka jumps out of the back alley as fast as Lancer.
いやそれはこっちの質問だったそれを遠坂がだなこう人を荷物か何かのようにそこに押し込めたんだ
I explain exactly what happened to her. She must have understood as Tosaka stops right there. It's good she stopped, but she's now glaring at me silently. Oh, that pisses me off. I also went into a panic because of a sudden event, but it's not fair if she's the only one who can make a face like that. She shouldn't have done it if she didn't want it to. Damn, I feel stupid for getting all embarrassed about it.
遠坂とりあえず一切は関係ない
I say so while turning away from her.
何？もう調べたの、エミヤくん。
調べた一切はマスターじゃない 信用できないんなら別にいいけど。
おう、それは大丈夫。エミヤ君は嘘を言える人じゃないから、あなたがそう言うなら一星は白でしょ。
Sasaka speaks plainly.
くそ、負けた。
I sigh. Feel stupid for getting angry if she replies like that. And most of all, I've cheered up hearing her say that.
けどどうやって確認したの？一星からはマスターの気配がしなかった。なら確認の方法なんて襲ってみるしかないと思うんだけど。
いや、霊樹があるかどうか確認したんだよ。どんなに気配を殺そうが魔力を抑えようが、こればっかりは隠しようがないだろう。
ああ、そっか。腕を見れば一発だものね。
Sasaka nods in assent. But she tilts her head in wonder as if she's thought of something strange.
ねえエミヤ君、あなたどうやって一星の霊樹を確認したの？
どうやったかって、そんなの脱がせたに決まってるじゃないか。嫌がったけど力ずくで上着を剥ぎ取ったんだよ。
Sasaka freezes while looking at me. How strange of her. What part of that is strange? The Mato household is quiet. Shinji isn't here, and Sakura doesn't seem to be here either. Well, I'm wondering what to do now.
さくらが気になってきたの？
Sasaka says so, as if it's natural to ask.
父さん、的さくらを知ってるのか？
まあちょっと顔見知りなのよ。それより弓道部の子はみんな病状がひどかったんで、新都の方の総合病院に移されてるわよ。藤村先生が走り回ってるのだってそれが原因でしょ。
じゃあさくらは？
今頃は病室で眠ってるけど。なるほど、そういうことだったわけ。
なんだよその邪悪な笑いは。
別に。けどそうよね、私への報告なんかよりいつも手伝いに来てくれる後輩の方が気がかりってなもんよ。ふん、私エミヤ君のことちょっと分かっちゃった。
Sasaka smiles meaningfully. It's really humiliating, but
父さんか、なんでさくらがうちに通ってるって知ってるんだ？
そんなの弓道部に通ってればわかるわよ。ほら、首相の三辻さんと知り合いだし、私。
with that, Sasaka starts walking up the hill.
父さんか、帰るのか？
ええ、ここにいても仕方がないし、キャスター探しはまた練り直しだし。明日、学校でアイデアを出し合いましょう。
Sasaka says goodbye and casually leaves. Then, she looks at me seriously from a distance.
父さんか？
ねえ、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだけど。
Sasaka murmurs while looking away.
いいけど、なんだよ。
その、例えばの話よ。もしさ、本人の意思とは関係なく、よその家に養子にやられたら、その子はどういう気持ちで育つのかな。
What does she mean with that question? A child that's adopted with no regard to their will? A life where their previous life is all thrown away to be adopted by a complete stranger. People say children cannot choose their parent. Children who are raised by a stranger after they are born and how they might feel.
エミヤ君？
I get myself together. Why was I so sentimental? I don't even need to think about this question.
いや、どういう気持ちもないだろう。もらわれた先の家がいいところなら文句ないだろうし、悪いところなら文句があるんじゃないか。子供なんてそんなもんだろ
そっか。そうよね。何当たり前のこと聞いてるんだろう、私。
Sokka waves goodbye and goes up the hill. Sokka's house is the opposite direction from mine. Well, I have to get back to my house before it gets dark. Dinner ends before I realize it. Came home, trained with Saber in the dojo, then Fujini came home, and I made dinner. We ate it together, and now it's already past 8.
セーバーちゃん、もしかしてあっちじゃ有名な達人さんなの？セーバーちゃんが教え出してからこっち、シローったら別人みたいなんだけど。
You could say that.
それは私も驚いています。ですがシローの死は別にいるようですから、私の手腕ではありません。
We're drinking the after meal tea now. It's good that Fujini and Saber are getting along. I don't want to interrupt, so I'll quietly drink tea and rest my body. That is tired from training with Saber.
師匠が2人？ありゃ、二股かけてるってことかなそれ。
本人に自覚はないようですが、ですがまあ結果がいいので黙認することにしました。
Pretty.
確かにシローは自分に合った戦法を身につけた方がいい。体はとうに出来上がっているのですから、あとは自身をうまく動かす思考を組み込むだけです。
We're talking pretty open about this, Saber.
あ、セーバーちゃんわかってるじゃない。そうそう、シローはずっと鍛えてきたんだから、体はしっかりしてるのよ。今まではね、本人にやる気がなかった。
体を鍛える。確かにあのような道場があったのなら鍛錬にも身が入りましょう。加えてタイガといういい対戦相手がいたのですから、素質がないはずがない。
She nods emotionally and takes a sip of the tea. Then,
あの道場で剣道をするのは久しぶりだよ。セーバーちゃんが来るまであそこは剣道場じゃなかったもん。
Fujini corrects Saber while biting on a rice cracker.
剣道場ではなかった。シローは道場で竹刀を持たなかったのですか？
Saber looks at me with surprise.
まあそうだけど、親父が死んでからは使わなかったからな。
そうよ。シロー、暇さえあればキリツグさんと試合してたのに、キリツグさんが亡くなったら途端に竹刀を持たなくなってさ。私は悲しかったな。
I'm so sad. Munch, munch. Fujimura, Tiger, nibbles on the rice cracker while resting her head on the table. I have a bad feeling about this. When Fujini acts like this, the conversation always goes to...
ああ、どうしてかな。あの頃は剣道少年だったのに、今じゃプー太郎だよ。そりゃお世辞にも剣の才能はなかったけど、弓道はちょっとこの子大丈夫なのかなって思うぐらいだったのにやめちゃうしさ。
やっぱりそうきたか。藤ね、昔の話なんてやめろよな。後ろ向きだぞ、そういうの。
I glare at her. Fujini sulks and eats the rice cracker. Phew. Seems she's done now.
ほう、シローの幼年期の話ですか、タイガ。
So why do you have to bring the conversation back up again, Saber?
何？聞きたい聞きたい。
はい、興味があります。
よーし、ならお姉ちゃん話してあげよっかな。
The moral of Fujimura Taiga's army goes up. The morale of Fujimura's Taiga's army goes up due to reinforcements brought on by Saber. I guess it can't be helped. I don't want to interrupt, so I guess I'll drink tea silently. I'll carry out my original intention of resting my body.
それでね、今はこんなにひねくれちゃったけど、子供の頃は可愛かったのよ。人のことを疑わなかったし、お願いすれば何でも二つ返事で引き受けてくれたり。
うんうん。
でも妙に頑固なところがあってね、一度決めたことはなかなか変えなかったりしたっけ。そのあたり桐次さんとは正反対だったかな。
桐次は素人は正反対だったのですか？
そうだよ。桐次さんは何でも OK って人だったから、いいことも悪いことも人それぞれ、人生なるようになるさって人だったな。そのくせ困ってる人を見たら何とかしちゃうのよね。シローもそんな桐次さんの真似ばっかりしてた。シローは桐次さんよりはっきりしてたから、悪いことはダメだって町のいじめっ子をバンバン叩いてたっけ。うん、その時からシローは正義の味方だったんだ。
Fujini happily talks about boring things. Besides Fujini,
なぜシローは正義の味方なのですか？
Saber asks me a natural question.
いや、なぜって聞かれても困る。単に憧れてるからじゃないか。
憧れている。その正義の味方に。
うん、まあそうだけど。
It's embarrassing if she says superhero outright.
それはどうして？
どうしてって、それは。
I realize at that moment, there's no reason. Miyashiro has admired superheroes since he was a child. Kept on running so that I could be of help to people, so that I could help people who were sad. Does not change even now. But the reason behind it, why did I try to be of help to people? I'll make your dream. That's the answer. That was the end of the person that meant everything to me. He died peacefully because of a simple statement I made. I wanted to protect that trust he had in me, even after he died, so that he would be able to rest in peace. But is that really the right reason?
シロー。
Hear my name and get a hold of myself.
いや、悪い。先に戻る。
Driven by an unknown uneasiness, I get up. I leave the living room as if running away from something. No, not as if. I did run away. It was a natural question, but I was scared of something might be revealed if Saber stared at me like that.
なんで、何が怖いってんだ、俺は。
An uneasiness that I don't understand myself. A shapeless fear and attacking nausea. I hurried to my room, bearing the headache. Fujini went home, saying that she had work to do tonight. Saber is sleeping in the next room, like yesterday. I can't sleep tonight either, so I stare into the darkness. It's not that I can't sleep because I'm conscious of Saber. Why do you try to be a superhero? Because of those words. That question is still in my brain. She asked me why, and I answered because I admire them. It's obvious why I ran away right then. Because if she asked me why I admire them, I wouldn't be able to come up with an answer. No, I have an answer, but I'm consciously restraining myself from ever saying it.
正義の味方である理由。
Why I said now. I was just desperate to be like Kiritsugu when I was a child. I admire superheroes because there was an ideal I could not make come true. That should be the cause. The true form of the ideal I have no... The true form of the ideal I have, no, the ideal I've had since 10 years ago, glared into the sky, thinking that if I could save someone, it would be a lie unless I could save everything. But which one of those is the lie? The ideal calling a superhero that I've admired? The older I get, the more Miyashiro strays from the ideal. The ignorant child that did not know of limits has learned of limits through knowledge. What cannot be saved cannot be saved. A miracle is something too big for humans. But I believed I could be like Kiritsugu when I grew older. But all I obtained was the wisdom to conclude that an ideal is just an ideal. All I can do are remedial measures. Even though I've been attacked with the fact that it's meaningless, I've continued to do whatever I could, thinking that it's good enough if one person is saved by my actions. Even though my objective is to save as many lives as I can, I've lost a lot of things on the way, but I continued so that I wouldn't lose. Even if I'm battered by reality, I can't keep standing if I don't accept a loss, even if I'm only bluffing. That ideal. The ideal not to hurt anyone is beautiful. I'll make your dream. Yes, I just thought that. If nobody was going to do it, I would inherit his dream myself. That's why I must become a superhero. I have to succeed Kiritsugu and protect what he admired. If I can create no victims and if everyone can keep living peacefully, how good would it?
そんなものはこの世のどこにもありはしない。
うるさい。やってみなくちゃわからないだろう。
I desperately reject the words that come to my mind. He told me to drown in my ideals and die. Those words are ominous, and if correctly predicted, Miyashiro's end